Well, we all know the procession of Queen Elizabeth earlier brought out emotions in the royal family, of course. Joining us live now is psychology expert Blanca Cobb to break down some of the body language. And Blanca, I'm thinking in particular, did you notice King Charles III and Prince William, and what were you seeing?
Yeah, so in the clip that we're going to show here in a second, when it comes, there's a very rigid protocol, right, when they're marching. And what you'll notice is that King Charles actually diverts his eye gaze from straight, and it looks like he's looking into the crowd. And it made me wonder, what is it that caught his attention? Maybe it's the outpouring of love and devotion from royal fans that perhaps may have caught his attention. And if you look at Prince William, you'll notice that he looks down momentarily before he lifts his eye gaze straight ahead as he continues marching. And the reason we point this out is because there's so many emotions that you feel when someone you love passes, and your body's going to find a way to express that controlled emotion. So emotion doesn't necessarily mean tears in the moment.
You know, everybody deals with grief in different ways. So when you looked at the family, what were you seeing with this?
Yeah, so in this next clip, you'll notice that Prince William and Prince Harry and their respective wives. And you'll notice that William, he looks down, yet he looks down yet again. This lets me know that this is like a comfort place for him when he's feeling emotion or has some thoughts. You'll notice that Kate, she has a very rapid eye blink, and then she has a very serious expression on her face, which is quite different than Meghan. She has a softer look, a softer facial expression. However, you'll notice that there's asymmetry in her lips, with the left corner going up a little higher than the right. And then Prince Harry's looking straight ahead, and it's almost like he's lost in thought. He has an unfocused eye gaze. And the reason it's important to illustrate all these different facial expressions is to let everybody know exactly what you said earlier, Eric, that people are going to grieve and show emotions in different ways, and yet it's still mourning.
Yeah, it's interesting because Meghan looks more empathetic, I think, in that. But now you mentioned that King Charles and Prince Harry might have had some body language similarities. Explain that.
Oh, yes. So what I noticed here, and if you'll notice in this video, is that if you pay attention to King Charles's left hand, you'll notice his thumb goes up and down just a little bit. He kind of grips and regrips. I believe it's a cane that he's holding. And then if you look at Prince Harry, almost immediately after, his left arm moves, his left hand moves. You'll notice that his left thumb moves a little bit also, and then he ventilates. And what I mean is that he moves his arms, both arms that are right by his side, just a little bit, as to readjust himself, or perhaps ventilate and get some air. So, because it can get very hot, and then they are having to hold still for such a long period of time. It was an interesting observation to me, like father, like son, and almost immediately after. And it also lets us know that they're feeling this emotion, and as controlled as they do try to be, when we have this pressure valve, this emotional pressure valve, all of us, that our body is going to find a way to handle that emotional stress, that emotional tension that we're feeling in the moment.